Awesome. Well, there we go. Nice way to start a chill Sunday evening, I'll tell you what. Whew, thanks everyone. Just fix that camera placement. Things are looking pretty chill for today. Just gonna do some nice relaxing, just gonna do some chilling. And most importantly, gonna do some painting. Well, hope everyone's doing good. I'm very excited to get this night going. And also very excited to hear what people are thinking of the big Age of Sigmar range change from just a couple days ago. It's a pretty big change, and it does have me worried how people would feel if it were to happen to their own Warhammer line, specifically Primaris. Because the way the trend goes is that Age of Sigmar is the test for what they want to carry out on the Warhammer 40k side of things. So sooner or later, I'm counting on them making a gigantic deletion to the Primaris range. And let me tell you, it's not going to be awesome. Oh, hey, we already got about 100 likes on TikTok. Thanks, everyone. Right now I'm playing with some of the settings. I got a couple weird menu bars that popped up out of nowhere, but I think we've got that taken care of. There we go. Isn't technology so much fun? Oh, I say that, then some more pop up. Yeah, but what we got going tonight is we got a couple of vehicles done. Of just, all based anyway. What we got to do now is give them some nice metal trim. So my first Vindicator, which is already done, already has a lot of well-worn material and metals and burnt blood all over it. So I was thinking I'd make this one look a little more clean for the actual parade, to actually look parade ready. So I was thinking of doing these metal trims. I was thinking of making these checkerboards. Just kind of compare it from a battle-heavy, battle-scarred vehicle to a nice new, fresh-off-the-line vehicle. I'm excited to carry that look over. Blood Size, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. So, let me adjust this camera real quick. Let's move this water cup a little bit. And then we'll be ready to go. Gotta shake up our granite steel. Shake up. Ziojack, thanks for joining us. Whew, let me tell you, it's been a fun week, but it's more fun to just relax at this point and try to get things done ahead of the weekend. Oh, dear, I pressed another button. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how this works. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just say make a test screen. Start from blank canvas. Camera source, save. And then that should get rid of these weird buttons that have been popping up. Hey, Chapter Blood Size, I've been doing good. I'll tell you what, work's been a lot of fun. Excited to get it cleared up through last week and ready to start the week fresh with a brand new slate. Let's see. Could have been better, could have been worse, could have been a lot worse actually, but things are in a good spot right now, headed into Monday. How about yourself, Blood Sides? Anything fun going on? Yeah, I've been busy. Got this guy done, and I got a whole heap of projects I'm still trying to get done. Including this Terminator Ancient that's been on the back, that's been backed up for a little bit. The reason I haven't been finishing it, though, is because I realized that Terminator Ancients aren't that good right now. As much as it would be nice to finish that up, it's just kind of taking just kind of sitting on the side right now. So let's grab a nice thick amount of granite steel. Oh, we'll need a decent amount of it. Let's grab just a little bit of water. Thin a little bit. There we go. Let's grab our Vindicator and we'll start painting up the sides. Let's start from this side in particular because I'm having a hard time holding it. So we'll just make some quick brush strokes. Obviously, we'll be doing 2, maybe 3 coats on it, so we won't have to worry too much about coverage. So it's okay to look a little worn, wear and tear on it. End of the day, just has to look good. That's any Warhammer fan's dream, just make it look good. Jackie, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Get some good strokes. Need to thin this down a little bit more to get the... Yeah, there we go. Nice and smooth. Not so clunky here. Hey, Sturdy Milk Dud. I am... I guess to answer Chapter Blood Size first, because he asked it first, I play 40k. That's why I got the 40k version of the Vindicator up. So, yes, Sturdy Milk Dud, I am painting a 40k Vindicator. It's going to be my second one. And, yeah, my plan right now is to do a 2 Vindicator Lamenters army. That's not going to be a lot of room for much else in a 1,000-point list, but so the goal is use these guys or use the Vindicators as cover, while Lamenters and 10 Death Company Marines with jetpacks, power fists, and some plasma, some inferno pistols fly around the board and make a great big ol' mess. the joke I've been making is, since Vindicators have this bulldozer blade, they make that Lamenters makes the mess, and the Vindicators clean it up. Oh, Chapter Bloodsides. I'm glad you finished your Dante. Yeah, he's a little bit of a challenging mini, but he is a fun one. Let me finish this side real quick, and then I will pull out and show off mine. Real happy with how mine came out, but, I did paint it like 9 months ago? So I'm sure I could do better now if I were to do it again today. There we go, just some thin brush strokes. Nice. A little blotchy, but that's okay for an initial coat, because we're going to put 2 or 3 more coats over it. 2 thin coats, as a Mr. Duncan Rhodes says. Let's see if I can remember where I put my Dante. Or if it's even in the house. I have a bunch of minis in the car that I took to a game and haven't pulled out yet. I'm not seeing it here in my box, so I must have left it in the car. I'll have to grab it one of these days. Well, hey, that's what's important. As long as you feel good about it, that is truly what is most important. Yeah. See, I agree with you, though. That's one major thing I hear and see all the time. The statement, thin your paints, thin your paints. And I'd always scratch my head and go, I don't know, man, my paints are pretty thin. But I didn't realize that, 1, I was not thinning them enough. 2, how to know when it was thin and how to know it was, pliable and the right texture. So, yeah. In the old days, I would have plastered that granite steel on pretty thick, but, now I know, this is about the right texture and what kind of coverage to expect from a first coat. So, yeah, old me would have been freaking out to see, this pool up and how you can see the individual strokes. And, yeah, no, it's all about, thin layer upon thin layer upon thin layer, and the more layers you build, the more safe it feels. But yeah, also teaches me that shouting thin your paints is bad painting advice. Here we go. Let's go for some bold titanium white. I want to paint these 2 panels white. Shaggy Shadow, that's an awesome name. Thanks for joining us. Shake, 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 shake it. Shake, 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 shake it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm not sure what song that was trying to be. Let's grab a brush. We'll use a natural hairbrush for the thin white panels, which I'd just dropped. There we go. Picked it up with my feet. I'm torn whether I like Pro Acryl White, Bold Titanium White, or Duncan Rhodes White Star better. So I end up going back and forth based on how much I want to paint. So, like, if it's a decent amount of work, I go for the Pro Acryl White right now. If it's just, like, 1 or 2 pauldrons, I'm going for the White Star, because I find it's easier to pour out a smaller amount of paint in Duncan Rhodes' bottles than it is the Pro Acryl bottles. So, let's lift this up, and away we go. Both have great coverage, though, I'll tell you that. Obviously, we'll do a second coat. Gently massage that into place. Gently push that around. Get a little more water to thin that down. I don't like how that's clumping. There we go. Just gently tease that into the recesses. So there we go. That's a nice first coat white. More to come, more to come. Oh, let's get the tops of that real quick. Doink, doink. Oh, very nice, very nice. Just a little bit more over here. Oh, very nice, very nice. And it looks like these metal trimmings are about dry, so once this white is dry, we'll be able to pick that up and do those sides again. Thinking about doing some kind of gold, maybe Retributor gold for this. I'll probably do that the same time I do the Melta on this Jeep. No. Maybe I'll do the Agula gold, and I'll do... Oh, yeah, see, I can already see I was thinking of it. The Melta Fulgurite Copper and the Agula Gold. So, let's go ahead and shake our Fulgurite. And then we'll probably be good to go. Ciao! Hey! Going real good. How about yourself? You're just in time. We're talking about painting this Melta right here, giving it some explosive color. Kaboom! I can already feel it shattering the ground. It'll be a fun way to, get this stream going. Here we go. Quick and fast. Most of the color towards the back, which is what we want, because we're gonna do some transition from purple to silver to black. Or silver to purple then black. Nice. That is a nice thin coat. We'll see if we need to do a second one, but since we're going over it with so many other layers, but if we're only doing one, that's one thin coat. Oh, you decided to sell your Ultramarines, Cal. You're doing a custom successor chapter. That's awesome. But yeah, playing them as Black Templars should be a lot of fun. Yeah, their firstborn Crusader squads are still pretty powerful in the meta. Let me rephrase that. Powerful asterisks for Space Marines. I'm afraid they're only middle of the road in the meta right now. Well, as are most Space Marines. But then again, meta chasing's not a fun life. So, play what you want to play. Says the guy who plays Blood Angels, which has been consistently at the bottom of 10th edition. What color is your custom chapter going to be? Yeah, meta, play for fun. That's what's important. Let's gently pick this guy up. I think the white and the metal's just about dry. So maybe we'll start doing the gold layering. Yeah. Yep, play for fun, not for meta. Just grab a teeny tiny bit, because we're just doing a couple of teeny tiny spots. Oop. And I dropped the pauldron. Yep, that's some gold, all right. I'll have to probably put some heavy agrax into that, because it still looks like it's blending in with that sunset yellow. Good to know, good to know. Bruce Lovestead, that's an awesome name. Thanks for joining us tonight. Just grab a teeny tiny bit and get this Agula over here. Oh yes, it stands out much better against this burnt yellow. I do wish that I inverted my panel highlighting so that this inner panel was more gold, was more yellow. But overall, it was a good practice. Let's see, Kiao says that his Dark Templars are going to be mainly black armor, yellow right arm, shoulder pads, white helmet. Let's see, what's the word there? Silver pipes. Then magenta eyes. Ooh. Sounds very colorful. I like it. Definitely has its own unique flair. That's the fun thing about Warhammer. Designing and painting your army so that it's as unique and custom as you are. I mentioned in a video yesterday that my brother-in-law is looking into getting into World Eaters. And his big idea is using them as... or he's going to paint... Well, I'm going to help him paint each one as the Joker. So the idea is, they're killer clowns from outer space. He's so excited to do it. Killer clowns from outer space. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know how the song goes. Heresy of the highest order. Thank goodness they're heretical chaos army. He really likes the melee aspect of them, too. So when we go against each other, it'll be my melee Blood Angels against his melee Corn Berserkers. Clown Berserkers. So that'll be a lot of fun. Nice. Alright, let's check this. Oh yeah, that gold's sticking out a little better now. Let's just do a quick brush. Nice. Once we coat it in some probably Retributor Flesh, Reikland Flesh Shade, there we go. We'll be able to highlight it with Auric Gold. That should look real good. Alright, let's clean out our brush real good because we're getting ready to do the second coat of Grey Knight Steel. Oh yeah, Orcs versus World Eaters would be a lot of fun. I'm sure somebody here in the comments will be able to tell a real good story about a Orcs versus World Eater game. Ooh, you're gonna 1v1 your brother's Tyranids blood size. That's awesome. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Shake, 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 shake. Gotta put that shaking up. Well, hey, we're just about at 1,000 likes. Thanks, everyone. Sure appreciate ya. But yeah, Blood Angels versus Tyranids. That'll be a fun game. It was fun to read about in lore, too, with Devastation of Baal. Ooh, and that, Get Up Dante speech. That's pretty powerful. I love, there's this voice actor here on TikTok who, he's actually narrated a couple of Warhammer short stories. Christopher Tester, I think his name might be. But he does a real good rendition of the speech Guilliman gives Dante. I feel like Christopher Tester's his name. I hope it is, because he's an awesome guy. Deserves a lot of great recognition for the great work he does. Great voice actor. Ooh, yeah. Dante and Sanguinius Guard versus Broodlord and Gene Stealers. That sounds like a fun matchup. Grab a little more Grey Knight Steel. A lot more, actually. Here we go. Roll that. Get some water. There we go. Milky consistency. Definitely going to need a third coat of Grey Knight Steel, but this is an acceptable second coat. Keyword, though, acceptable, not fantastic. Hopefully the third coat is where we'll be able to clean that up. Oop. Let's fade that brush in. There we go. Nice. Clean out the brush. Brush, 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 brush. Get that out of the brush. Let's see if our white's still, if we can reactivate it real quick. Nope, we'll have to grab a little bit more. Side to side, side to side. Even strokes. Alrighty. There we go. Gotta let that dry a little bit. Well, since we still have a little bit of leftover white, let's see if we can get these pauldrons done. Or started by the look of that paint. Gonna be a thinner white at the top, so we'll have to do at least 2 more coats. Oh, yeah, 2. Yeah, this might have been a better one for the white star. Duncan Rhodes. So let's go ahead and rinse this off. And let's let this dry real quick while I look for that white star Duncan. Oh, here it is. Wow, that was a lot easier to find than I expected. Shake, 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 shake. Gonna do some shaking. Alright. I'm sitting on my leg, so let me just stretch that real quick. Whoo-wee! Let me tell you, sitting on a leg is not fun. Not fun at all. But it's also comfy. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit, finding the right way to sit. I have a pad underneath my cushion, but sometimes it's a pain. Dale Stevens, thanks for joining us. That's an awesome name. I see that I got a purple bar on the side of my TikTok stream. Let me just play with it for a quick sec, try to fix that up. Gonna turn on some chill music while I go play the tech support game. There we go. How's this for chill? Give me a chance to stretch my leg too. Be right back. Oh! Oh, my leg! One of these days I need to figure out how to put the streaming PC into the workroom. Good sounding music, though, not gonna lie. Well, hey, we're at 1,500 likes. Thanks, everyone. Sure appreciate you. Well, moving back to the metal. So let's take a quick look at this. Oh, yeah, that's looking about dry. I think we're about ready for our third coat of Granite steel. Ooh, I shouldn't shake that when the bottle's open. That's how you make a mess. Ha ha! Hooey! That's quite dangerous. So let's grab just a little bit of Granite steel. Put that in our nice thin mixture. Make sure it's still pliable. It is. Then we'll carry it up here. And then away we go. Well, there we go. Third layer's the charm. That's the secret. 3 thin coats. Oh, very nice. Now, this is the kind of vehicle you can take out to the parade grounds and say, look at this, grow up, be a space marine, serve the Imperium. Sign up for your local planetary defense force. Helldiver style. If you can't be a Marine, be a Kasserkin. If you can't be a Kasserkin, be a Guardsman. Serve the Imperium today. Oh, glorious. Necrons, demons, Tau, and Eldar all fall by the Emperor's hand. Serve your empire today. Very nice, very nice. For the Emperor, as he wills it! Oh, very nice. Oh, yes. Thank you, Chapter Bloodsides. That is some great enthusiasm right there. The Emperor protects. And maybe that's why the Age of Sigmar range got obliterated for the Stormcast Eternals. Because they're not serving an Emperor, they're serving a false God King Sigmar. And ignore all the range-rotated firstborn units in the corner. And the Thunder Warriors. Thunder Warriors? What Thunder Warriors? Exactly. Hey, boo-boo, why is it we don't see any Thunder Warriors anymore? Gee, Yogi. 'Cause the Emperor wills it. Let's see. See a question in the comments. Let me finish this panel real quick. And then I'll be able to look at it a little closer. I may wear glasses, but that doesn't mean I can see. There we go. Oh, that's looking so nice. Here we go. Question from Genasi General. How do I remove paint from a mini? Oh, that is a fantastic question. So just to make sure, I assume we're talking about a plastic mini. Is that correct? And while you type your answer, I'll get you my handy-dandy shaker bottle. Wow. Let's see. Gonna pull out the shaker bottle. Gonna pull out my rubbing alcohol. Oh, spoiler alert. The answer is rubbing alcohol. But whether you use rubbing alcohol or a couple of other popular fluids depends entirely on what kind of mini you're using. So that's why I asked. So, yes, plastic, good. So for a plastic mini and metal minis and resin minis, isopropyl alcohol, 91% has to be 91 or 99%. You generally can't find 99% easily. So 91% works pretty darn good. What I like to do is I take the mini and I leave it soaked in here for about 24 hours. Then I grab a toothbrush. Oh shoot, I left my toothbrush on the other side of the room. Oh yeah, very handy tip. Use a different toothbrush for stripping your minis and brushing your teeth. Your gums will thank you. But yes, what you do is you stick the mini in the shaker bottle. Then you pour a little bit of isopropyl alcohol to cover the mini. And you just give it a gentle shake over the next 24 hours. Some of the bits may come off. That's A-okay. That's just the glue doing its work. After about 24 hours, that's when you take it out. You take your toothbrush. You give it a good hard scrub. Get as much as you can. Generally, after one coat and one 24-hour bath, that's enough to clear it off all of the all of the resin and metal models. If you're using a plastic model, this guy's been through like 4 or 5 baths, and you can see there's still some primer residue built around. But, it can't ever be 100% perfect. You just got to know when your point of tolerance is, and that can depend entirely on what kind of primers you're using. If you're using a thick spray primer, that goes on pretty thick, it's okay to have some of these little bits of primer and some panel lining, because the primer will cover it right up, but it will still be light enough that you'll still get the details of the molded plastic. If you're using a spray primer, again, that's your point of airbrush primer. Again, that's to your point of tolerance. It may take 2 or 3 coats of airbrush primer to get the same level of heaviness that 1 can of spray primer does. But, that's not at all a problem with new minis, of course. When you're working with these minis you strip and paint off of, that's where the questions come in. Oh yeah, here's some great advice from Snafu1 regarding that. If you want to choose a faction of Space Marines, it is all about just painting the color. So, so if you're, I'm just going to use an example off the top of my head, Blood Angels, and you know that you're going to paint it red, prime it red, you don't have to worry too much about leftover white primer, leftover black primer, because that'll be easy to cover up with red primer. If you're like painting white scars and you have these little details left over, then you probably don't want to prime with the white scar primer. You probably want to prime first with Mechanicum Standard Gray or Mechanica Standard Gray, Gray Sear, and then build up white over the paneling. So, that's also a good recommendation of no different recipes to be versatile. So, like, I, for example, buy a lot of minis off of eBay. This model right here was actually primed black. Can't really... Yeah, you can see like a little bit of black primer here on the side. And if you paint yellow over black directly, it turns your yellow green, and that looks terrible. Especially if you want a yellow marine. That sounded much better in my head, but yes. If you're wanting to paint yellow and it comes out green by putting yellow paint over it, then that's not the desired result. So what I did was I took this black miniature, I covered it in red paint. Let's see if I got it close by. It was red Vallejo air paint. Yeah, scarlet red. And once this mini was all covered in red, I zenithaled it in white ink. Yeah, here we go. Zenithaled it completely in white ink. So by taking the black, covering it in red, then putting white over it, I created this depth of paneling. It's called panel modulation, where I could control how much light is coming through the red into the white, so that when I put yellow over it, I had some nice natural depth and shade instead of green. So yes, no different kinds of layering. So let's say I were a White Scar player. I wanted to turn this black model into White Scar white. I probably wouldn't just spray White Scar primer on it right away, or white Liquitex. What I'd probably do is I'd have an intermediary coat of Gray Sear, and I'd build up the panels from gray to white, so that we'd have some natural depth in the look. So yeah, it's there's a surprising amount of math behind how colors work. Maybe math's not the right word, but a technique application. You have to think carefully about how you turn one color into another color, and then from another color to another color. So, let me put my fabulous shaker... Oh, yeah, another important thing. I bought this bottle very specifically for stripping paint. Do not drink... Okay, as soon as you put rubbing alcohol or brake fluid or whatever you're using to strip minis, you should never, absolutely never use it to drink. So yeah, this is henceforth and forever the stripping bottle. Not the blender bottle, the stripper bottle. Because you don't want to drink with how much paint's been processed through here. There we go. Let's move back to the side. And then we'll move back over here. But yeah, I hope that was helpful, Genasi General. Carl, thanks for joining us. Oh, hey, we're at 1,600 likes. Thanks, everyone. Sure appreciate it. So let's take a look at this metal paneling. Oh, yeah. That looks good. That looks good. We got some depth on the white. Let's see, we have a little bit of white star left. Let's see, what should we do? Once this dries a little bit more, we'll highlight it with Runefang steel. Shake it up a little bit for now. Let's paint this modular bit and the cannon here lead belcher. And then we'll start working on this, we'll start doing a little more on this Invader ATV. So let's set this guy down real quick. And we'll start doing some shaking. Isn't shaking so much fun? Shake, shake, shake. All right. Now let's grab our synthetic brush, wet it just a little bit, and we'll grab just a teeny tiny bit, and we'll do this teeny tiny bit over here. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. And away we go. I like how indirectly my camera has turned into my magnifying glass. Almost called it a microphoning glass or something like that. There we go. We'll turn it upside down so I can get a little better angle. Magnifying glass. That's what I think I was trying to say. Nice. So let's grab that turret. Or mortar, whatever it's called. Mortar? Turret? Turret mortar? Tore it to pieces? Nice. Oh, that's coming out so nice. Let's flip it around to the bottom. Grab a little more of that lead belcher. And then we'll move side to side. Short, quick strokes. Use the brush edge for the top. Looking good. We're going to need to do a second coat, of course. And then coat it in Nuln Oil. But it is a step in a great first direction. There we go. Shake off the excess. Oops. And I just rammed it straight into my pot. feel like there's a valuable lesson we could take from that. Not sure what it is, but I'm sure there's something. Well, let's just wick off this excess. Just got a little too much on there, so let's gently pat that. There we go. Bit by bit, that's how it goes. Oh, I like how slowly that's coming along. Maybe this bit right here we should do in. That little bit of lead belcher. So shame that I'm getting all these ideas right after I put the lead belcher away. So let's just go in with the side of the brush. Gentle side strokes. Up and down, up and down. Down and up, down and up. Nice. Very clean. Then we'll go in with some Stormhost Silver, I think. Then do some edge highlighting here, as well as, very importantly, these light fixtures. Let's go ahead and, let's pot our lead belcher, because goodness knows, as we just learned, it's bad to not do that. Give this a good shake, up and down, 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 and let's shake it up. Literally, ha 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 ha! Oh, very nice. Up and down, 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 up and down. And then we'll go side to side, 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 side to side. Stop! Oh, look how smooth it is. Oh, you could just drink that. Should I drink paint tonight? Well, that'd probably be a bad idea. Oh, TikTok's telling me to press a button. Be right back. Isn't technology so much fun? All right. Got some good shaking. So let's grab our synthetic brush, grab some water. We'll just gently pull a little bit off. Mix a mix. And then away we go. Looking good. That's some nice light fixture, all right. Very nice. So with that Stormhost Silver, let's grab these smokestacks. Got to be a little careful that I don't go into the silver paint, the yellow paint. And it sounds like somebody let the dogs out. Got two beautiful but loud dogs. Oh, I can hear them right outside the Warhammer room. Maybe I should bring them on stream and say hi. But then I'd have to turn on the hallway lights. And that's on the other side of the room. Decisions. I will say, those are some good-looking smokestacks. Now that our brush is mostly dry, let's do some dry brushing of these feathered edges. Looking good. Oh, very vibrant. I love it. Oh, this is coming along so nicely. I'm so happy. I love painting vehicles, but especially things on the Predator base. They're very angular, very smooth, and it's a great way to start building up texture. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Oh, I'm about ready to start blasting some heretics. How about you guys? Oh, maybe let's... Oh, forgot all about this Agula. Should we do this one silver? No, let's do this one gold. Then we can do the skulls fulgurite copper. Yes. And then once we get this mortar shell done, we're going to be just about done. Got to get some shading done, of course, on these metal frames, but it's looking real good, I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah, and transfers. Can't forget the transfers. WH Weave, thanks for popping in. How's it going? Good, good. Good deal. Tell you what, it's been a wild weekend. Not that wild's a bad thing, but it would be nice if the rest of the week coming up would be just as chill. All right, now we'll just grab a little bit for some to go on the side. Brushing with the side. Oh, lovely. That's some nice bronze skulls, all right. Can't forget this one up front. On my other Vindicator, I made it titanium, but I was on the fence whether bronze or titanium look better, so it makes sense to me that I'll just leave one bronze, the other titanium. And now, our fancy schmancy mortar shell. I will say it is coming out smoother than expected. Not that it's a bad thing, just unexpected. Oh, lovely. Give that some Agrax Earth shade. Maybe paint this tip some kind of red. And some lovely graffiti somewhere, and we'll be good to go. Nice. Let's pull out that Retributor armor again, because I forgot it. Grab just a little bitty bit. Brush is already wet, so don't need to dollop a whole lot. And then we'll get this Imperial Agula. Oh, lovely. Get these lenses real quick. Not quite sure what color to paint them, but if I'm going with a gold base, maybe some kind of... Let's see if I'm doing... And it sounds like one of the dogs got themselves into trouble. Here we go. Put these off to the side. And while this dries, let's find a nice red wash. Oh, maybe ball red for the first layer. Ooh. Yeah, ball red for the first layer of the shell. And Blood Angel's red for the second layer. I like that. Let's find our Dark Legion black for the cabling. And let's pull this guy up front. Let's work on him for a minute. Oh yeah, we need to finish these marine pauldrons. Back with the White Star. Woo! Put down a healthy drop. Very nice. Grab our brush. Grab a little bit of water. Thin your paints, as the internet says. If you're not sure if a good bad painter you ain't, then you gotta remember to thin your paint. And of course, because I'm gonna add on to that, everyone says thin your paints. Excuse me, I'm gonna add on to that. Everyone says thin your paints, thin your paints. Nobody says how to thin your paints. Now, the consistency I try to go for, especially with white, is a skim milk consistency. So it's still got a little bit of weight behind it, but it's still fairly watery, but nowhere near as liquid as contrast paint. So there we go. That's my handy-dandy tip. Thin it down to the consistency of skim milk. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? It's going to need a second coat, of course. But you can't have two thin coats if you don't start out with one of them thin. This paneling, of course, needs a little thickening, so we'll use our excess paint to layer that on. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Nice and smooth. I used to really love my minis having a matte texture, but as of late, I love smooth textures more right now. Maybe that'll change in a couple months, But, you know, just kind of take it as you go. Have fun and explore it. T3485, thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. Check it. Boom! Tell you what, I'm ready to hit the front line with these. Gonna break the line, and then this guy's gonna storm the line. Oh, I'm just so excited to get these guys on the tabletop. Yeah. Give that just a second to dry. And while we let that happen, let's find our... Yeah, that still needs a minute more to dry, so let's find our lemon oil. Perfect. We'll put that to the side for the moment. Let's take a look at this. Let's start hitting these safety bars with some Retributor Gold. It's important that our safety bars are visible so that the drivers can, and so that our Marines can feel safe. We don't know how many Space Marines are lost to OSHA violations, but we do know that as Lamenters, it's probably more than one. Ha ha! Ouch, but true. Very nice, very nice. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? Yeah, that's a nice looking Jeep, I'll tell you what. Beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. I say beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. Beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. I say beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. I've been getting those clips from the ASDF movie on TikTok. Well, it's a YouTube video, but for whatever reason, people have had a lot of success cutting up clips and posting it on a TikTok. It's been weird bumping into those again. It's the quickest way to be teleported back in the 7th grade, I'll tell you what. I say beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I say beep, beep, I'm a sheep. But I'll beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I say beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Let's paint this suspension gold. Mostly using the side of the brush. Keep it thin as possible. Fantastic. Oh, perfect. It's coming along so nicely. Tell you what, this Jeep has some style to it. Oh, I'm so happy. Very stylish. And those pauldrons are almost dry, so let's put this guy down for a moment. Let's take a look at our sploder tank. Tell you what, this looks like a good bulldozer. I do think I could get this trim a little better, though. Let me pull out that gray night steel again. Shake, 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 shake it. Yeah, probably going to need a couple thin coats for that. But it is a start. Very nice. Well, let's set this fella down here real quick. Rinse off our brush. And we'll do a coat of ball red on this explosive head, I mean. Oh, I'm so happy we led with that bronze base. Oh, very nice, very nice. Looks like a fiery shell. Let's let that dry for a sec. Just going to make sure I haven't missed any questions here in the comments. Looking good, looking good. Looks like a couple of the videos I posted earlier today are looking pretty busy. I like this look of that. Oh, one I made's just under 400 likes. Wow. Tell you what, making friends here on live is one of the best reasons to do a live stream. I'm thankful to all of you for making this fun, entertaining. I love teaching about painting. I love talking about painting. And I love learning more about Warhammer. So thank you for making this a fantastic time. Oh, there we go. Fans. Ba-boom. We got fans. I love the glossy look of non-oil. Looks so good on metal and steel and really adds that extra oomph to it. Hi diddly dee, a painter's life for me. I love to paint all kinds of stuff from yellow to stuff. Hi diddly dello, I sure to like paint yellow. From golden bronze to bright yellow. No. From sunset yellow to yellow orange, you'll never know just how deep it goes. Hi diddly dello, I sure like to paint yellow. And that is why I never made it out of improv class. Ouch. But true. Very nice. Oh yeah, that looks like a well-worn and well-oiled mortar. We'll just quickly stroke the sides. Should probably use a wider brush for this part. Hold on. Oh wait, but I'll still do the sides. There we go. Now to pull out the wider brush. And it broke. Man. The things we do for love. no oil shall be wasted here today. Black Gold, Texas Tea. We got oil in these darn hills. Hi, diddly dello. I sure like to paint yellow. Oh yeah, looks a little worn. So like not fresh off the line, but still looks respectable. There we go, I like that. So, let me grab a paper towel, wipe off the rest of this paint. Alright, then we'll pick up our small brush. And that still looks like it's drying. So instead we'll take some Stormhost Silver and build up our next layer on the Melta. Make sure our brush is still a little wet. Take just a little bit around the side. And then we'll work from back to front, because that's where we want the sharpest transition to be. I'm going to cover the full the front 3/4. Very nice. Once we let that dry, we'll hit it with the Druchii Violet oil, or shade. And then we'll pull it to the very front with Black Legion. So, we're probably at a point where we need to let both these models sit. This guy's got a lot of oil on it. So, let's check on our good friend, the Raptor. I'll tell you what, this Raptor's looking nice. Yeah, he's coming along very nicely. Already well shaded. Let's see, I don't quite remember how the Raptor Pauldron's painted, so I'm going to hold off finishing him off for the moment. So, let's take our Knight of the Golden Chalice. Let's find some texture paint. And then we can finish him tonight. How about that? Here we go. Let's take some Tusker for Air. Let's take our broken base brush. Just dab a little bit on there. And then we'll go to town on this texture. Zoom in a little bit more. Boom, boom. Just gently pad that. We may need a second coat, we may not. But regardless, no part's going to be left undone. Tell you what, even though this base brush is broken, it's still doing its job right, so very happy with that. I like using sponges in my detailing, so it's not too much of a learning curve to use a broken brush as kind of how I would a sponge. Well, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Just gotta let that dry, and we'll put some non-oil on it. Let's add a little bit more, pat a little bit more texture on it. There we go. We still get good use out of a broken brush. There we go. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's what Bear Grylls says. Or said. I don't know if he's... Last I heard, he had an Amazon show. That right? Yeah, something like that. Got a little bit onto his tabard. We can say that's mud. Or I could just paint over that later, after it's dry. But yeah, the Knight of the Silver Chalice continues to make strong headway. He's pride of the Imperium. So it looks like our oil's still drying there, so we don't want to pick that up. Our silver's still drying, so we don't want to pick that up. Let's work on this jetpack guy. He's so close to being done. Why don't we do his wings right now? So yeah, Ball Red and Blood Angels Red would be a great combo for his wings. There we go. Let's grab our natural brush, load it up, and then let's go to town. I love contrast paint for situations like these. Just building up that shade naturally really helps it pop. Oh, look at those lovely scarlet wings. Oh yes, look at that drip. I feel like Blood Angels and Dark Angels have the best colored in the Legions. You know, they have a lot of versatility. More so Dark Angels, of course, because they can go green colored armor, black colored armor, bone colored armor. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to paint them. Would not be a lot of fun to be in either of those chapters, though. Or to be in the Warhammer universe. Oh, very nice, very nice. Look at those wings. Oh, so lovely. Brush, brush, brush. Wet our brush. Let's set this down real quick. Let's grab our Retributor Gold. This it? This is it. And start shaking. We'll start working on the cup, the hilt, the pommel. Well, hey, we're just about at 2,000 likes on TikTok. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, let's see if we can get there in the next couple minutes. Just grab a little bitty bit. And then let's go for the cut pommel, cut base. Oh, how lovely. Oh, that is a nice looking cup. I'm so happy. I have a lot of sanguinary units in my army, so what's one more? Ha 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 ha. Oh, lovely. My cup runneth over with the blood and vengeance of Sanguinius. Knock, knock, who's there? Sanguinius! Let the beatings commence. We'll show Horus a thing or two. Oh. My favorite Warhammer memes right now are ones related to Death Company and seeing Horus in random places. Oh, that is just so funny to me. Just trying to keep it together, and then Horus comes around the corner. Very relatable. We live in a crazy world right now, so, yeah, just kind of, I don't know, keeps you grounded, thinking you could lose it any time. Oh, he's coming along so nicely. I already have one sanguinary priest with jump pack in my army. Don't really need two, but I love having the option, and I love painting them. Really, that's what's important. Paint what you love. Very nice. Oh, almost forgot the collar. And this little goblet. Fantastic. Let's clean off our brush. We'll go Grey Knight Steel for the optic. Gently set them down. Shake, shake. Okay, here we go. Surgery on a grape. Very nice. I just realized I haven't been talking much. I've been so focused on some of these tiny, tiny bits. Man. It's coming together nice, but it's taken a long time. Well, I guess I've technically been working on this piece for a couple months, but this is probably the most progress I've made on it in a hot minute. Oh, very nice. Oh, got a little gold on my little bottle there, but I can fix that. Let's see. Well, got a lot of other things drying and don't have a lot I can actually finish right now, so I guess I'll probably have to call it a night. Well, hey, thanks everyone for a fantastic evening. We got a lot done. Real happy that you could step in, join the party. Hey, stay safe out there. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Have a safe weekend. I hope to catch you all again soon. Probably Tuesday night I'll be back on live again. So, hopefully this thick puddle of non-oil will be dry by then. Well, hey, thanks again, everyone. Bye.